Welcome to the Stephen Parker Show. I am your host, Stephen Dwayne Parker. I'm Tex Anita's son, y'all. And as always, I thank God for His grace, His mercy, and His favor that's all over my life. And I always say, if it had not been for the Lord who was on my side, where would I be? With that, it's time to welcome my special guest to the Stephen Parker Show. It's my author's edition. As you know, I love to support writers and authors who are putting their books out and doing amazing things with their writing. And this young man has written so many phenomenal books, and they are here right now with us, and he is here. Would you please welcome back to the Stephen Parker Show, my man, author Stanley R. Scott. What's up, Stan?
I'm doing well. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you,
Yes,
Stephen.
sir.
Stanley Scott, give honor to God, and thank and grateful for every day.
Yes, sir, man. So listen, every time you come, you've written another book.
Yes.
You've mastered the art of writing down your thoughts and putting it into a book. Tell us about some of the newer books that you have out that you want to highlight. And then we're going to talk about how you got to get your books published and all that good stuff. But tell us about some of your new writings.
Good. I'm glad to be here. Some of the new stuff that I got going on today that's really been moving is this one, Cling.
Cling, show them that.
Yeah, so Cling's an app. It started off as a website, but it's a way so I can take some of my thoughts and I can put it in it to generate a video.
Oh,
so
wow.
when you go to my Facebook page or my YouTube page or my Instagram or my TikTok at by S. Scott, you'll see some of these was animated, right? So this has been moving pretty good. But of course, one with the latest one in just came in. Let's break bread like Jesus said, right?
Right.
And this one is talking about a practical guide for helping homeless people, students, widows. But that's what we do, right?
Yeah.
You
So
know?
your goal is to help humanity be better. Is that what most of the things that you write about are for, to kind of help the society get better?
So yes, I'm a public health major, right? But I'm also a child of God, right?
Yes, sir.
So the things that God gives me, we want to share those with others. So a lot of times, whatever you see is going to be a principle in here, you
Right.
know, that I've learned from God, whether it's giving, compassion, being creative, a sober mind, you know.
Yeah.
So that's what you're going to see.
So how does writing start for you? Do you journal things and start writing down ideas, and then I know I'm opening up a whole that mind of his is brilliant. How does writing start with you, and how do you get to this point where you have a book processed?
Writing starts for me. It just start with studying from our Sunday school lesson. What notes, right? What stuff start popping up, happening. Of course, like I said, I'm a public health major. So every few we got to do essays, we got to do discussions, we got to research, we got to do information. And I don't want it to just go away after the assignment is done. So I take that and I put it to the side. So, of course, the harvest is focusing on the spiritual aspects of people's life and going out and helping others, and how does that help you and help you come closer to God. So I'll take my Google Calendar and just start dropping words in. Just the thought could be fleeting.
Right.
So I'll just start dropping words in my Google Calendar, my Google Drive. When I'm doing notes for Sunday school, I'm writing it in the book, and you see everything start coming together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'll start seeing the vision. I'll start getting confirmations on which direction to go, and then after that, I'll just put together a table of contents and go from there.
How did you find the people who do this? What are they called? The where you send your book and it gets put together?
So it's like kind of like bookbinders.
Okay.
Right? And so I was listening to a podcast, EIL, and they had a guy on there, and he was saying, hey, listen, if you want to be a publisher, right, you come up with the ideas, come up with the cover designs, come up with the concepts, and you put everything together. But you just go to one place just to bind the books.
To bind it, okay.
Right, and then you get them at your price and you sell them yourself, and that's what I do, right?
Yes.
So KDP is one, and they ask who's the publisher. I'm the publisher.
You're the publisher. Okay.
Right? So if you just got an idea, you bring the idea and you can bring it to the publisher, and you might have a full manuscript, right?
Right.
But then the publisher has to decide on the cover, the back, what goes on the back, if it's going to be part of a series, if it's going to connect, like this is a 3-part series here. So each one has a cover of the next one that's on it. Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
gotcha.
Anyway, I found out that, and then what led? Oh, that's me on the back.
That's him on the back.
Yeah, that's me on the back. So this one, like, I don't want to get off the topic. Those who lit the path, and it's talking about the Harriet Tubmans, Martin Luther King,
right.
Henrietta Lacks, those who lit the path. Right?
Gotcha.
And then it goes into those who will light the path.
Okay.
And it's kind of like update, but it's a little bit of what's going on now and this time, and then it goes into a projection of the future.
Right.
Where it talks about who will carry the flame. It gives out names, and of course I always have pictures in here and stuff like that. Just gives out so you can see, get some ideas to be in the future. But after that, I found out about Google Books. Google Books is an e-book site.
Ah.
All right, so you can get the electronic version.
Okay.
I published those on Google Books as well, and because of the format I put it in, e-publish format, I created an audiobook with it as well. So many people has asked me for audiobooks.
Right, because a lot of people don't want to sit down and read. They just want to listen while they're working or while they're, cleaning up the house. They can hear your book.
And you can do that in the car.
Right.
Right, with an audiobook. So what I learned was I used to take the scene description like this. I take the scene description, you're describing the scene, right? And then I said, you know what? I'm going to not take the scene description out and just leave the dialogue. I'm going to leave the scene description here. For those who are on audiobook or are vision impaired, they can hear describing the scene to them. And I said, oh, this is a whole different section because we have people who are vision impaired.
Right.
I like to make my books in a certain font, 14-inch font for those people,
who probably can't see as well. And they
can't see as well, or I've met people who are diabetic and their vision is slightly compromised. I had some friends growing up, so
yes,
I want to make that available for everybody.
Right.
So you'll see it. If it's a 12-inch font, it's a little smaller, and you can focus on the audiobook and listen to it. So back to the publishing, I found out where I can take the books and go get them binded. Ingram Spark is another one. That format gets your books in Barnes and Nobles.
Okay.
Right. But Google Books is the e-publish format, so you can go through it and see all the pictures, or you can just listen to the audiobook as you go.
Or you could listen to the audiobook as you go. Now, people wanted to get some pointers from you. Are you available for people to, get some ideas on how to start getting their book published?
Yes, I am. I'm available for at least 1 to 2 hours a week.
Okay.
We can schedule a time in the evenings or on a Saturday, and we can schedule a time and I can walk you through the whole process. And coincidentally, if you go to my YouTube page, I walk through the whole process of taking a manuscript all the way to publishing it on the ebook.
Wow.
Because it was brought up to me, how do you do that? Now, I have yet to do it with my picture off in the little corner of the screen and I'm going through each set. So, what you can see is just the whole screen and I'm going from each format to publish to publish to publish. So, yeah, I'm available for a rate. Definitely.
Nice,
yes,
nice.
Yes. And for those who are inspired and maybe even want to help the kids learn how to read, I can help out.
You can help, so they can book you to come and to help children and help all the different people who may want you to come and speak to the children.
And do workshops, and it's not only just for the books, but it's also if you want to animate some of the books. That's where this.
That's with the AI. So AI, everything's going toward AI. So now you're kind of transitioning toward AI as well with your new book.
Yeah, with this one right here, the complete guide to creating videos with clean AI.
Okay.
Right? And I learned there's some things you have to embrace. If not, you'll be behind. We're in the middle of Silicon Valley.
Yes.
I don't want to miss the boat.
Right.
Right. So, if you have an idea, and you have some pictures, or you have some scene descriptions, and you want to see them animated, that's what this book is for. And I can do workshops on this book. And just like this one, Harbor Reflections, animations.
Gotcha.
So it's a few different stories about living life at the harbor.
Right.
All right. And this one, I took the little small book, which is no pictures, and I made it into a screenplay.
And so then
And this is animated.
the AI, gotcha.
And this is animated on YouTube. I got it on my Facebook page and my Instagram page as well. So you can Google Harbor Reflections and you'll see this come up. That's why it says screenplay animation based on the novel.
But based on the novel. Nice.
So one leads to another.
One
which
leads to another. Yes, sir.
So when you ask me about publishing, it's not just, no, it's just publishing the book. I'm like, this is an e-copy too on Google Books. So the novel, right? With the it's only 9 chapters, but it's talking about Water Blue, A Journey Home. It's talking about family. This one is based on family.
Got you.
Right. Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
I got you. I got my man, author Stanley R. Scott. Give them all of your information where they can buy your books, where they can contact you if they need you to come, where they can go to your YouTube page. Give them everything that you got so they can follow and support what you're doing, man.
Great. So you can go to bysscott.org. That's by S. Scott. That is my webpage. If you wanted to get any merchandise, you can go to my eBay page. Same name, eBay. You can scan the QR code. If you want to get some of the books, you can go to Amazon and you can get the hardcover books. If you don't purchase them from me directly, you can go to my Etsy page where you can find other different merchandise and like this shirt that I have on.
Gotcha. And your hats.
I got the hats you got to get from me personally. So I custom make those. If you pick a patch and you pick a hat, I'll make it for you. So you got to do those. So when you see me and stop me and say, hey, Stan, you got some hat. Hey, it's never luck. It's always God.
Yes.
God is good all the time.
Yes.
Stay excited, right?
Gotcha.
The creative spirit that God gives me every day, I want to utilize it every moment, right?
Yes.
So that, bysscott.org, bysscottjr@gmail.com.
By Scott Jr.
By Scott Jr., JR, just add a JR to that at gmail.com. But this by Scott, you can find it on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. You just put that in, and you can leave a comment under any item that you want. And if you're in the Bay Area, I can meet up with you and get you one of these books, or I can have something sent to you, no problem. If you want to do a workshop, go ahead and email me. Email me some times and some locations, and we can organize it. I do PowerPoints, I do slideshows. Or I can just come and just play the video, and then we can stop and press pause, and you can ask me questions.
He does it all. He does it all. Author Stan R. Scott, thank you, man, for always coming and sharing your expertise about writing, about all the wonderful things that you are doing. Give them your email one more time and your what's called before we get out of here.
bysscott@gmail.com. bysscottjr@gmail.com. You can contact me there. If you find by Scott at any of the social media platform, just drop me a message or drop me a comment, and we can meet up that way.
Yep, we can do it like that. I got to thank my special guest, Stan R. Scott, for coming and sharing his wonderful things with us. We'll see you guys next time right here